Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the option. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Quick strike complete.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
On third and short, the power run here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Goes to the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes the offense on second down. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Third and short now from their own 48. The back goes in motion. Got the first down and still on his feet. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker, he's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Now the toss. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle.
The extra point is good. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Howard. Quick completion on the out.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on that.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contained. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off and sits.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And as is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he's going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Now the pitch. Smashes through. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. On the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the option. He'll toss it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ibuka. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Navy quick to the line.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the fullback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
Number 11 in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Dances away to buy time. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Howard. Getting some heat. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, midshipman.
Leading number 1 with the defensive score.
Getting aggressive. aggressive here and going for two. Now on the option. Brought down short of the goal line. Two-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, just keeps firing. Uncorks one. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now adjusting. On the move, he fires. And he fired it to the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Navy 27, Ohio State 21.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Now the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him if they decide to throw the football.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense with the scoop and score. Here comes the 2-point try. Try to barge their way in. He will be stopped short, and we are still tied here in the 4th. I can't imagine why they didn't just kick it and take the lead. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They'll run the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the flag. 3rd down coming.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Horvat. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Runs through the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. This is a designed run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now on second down. Now on the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The option look. Got the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
Man, it's just so easy as a play caller when you know you've got a difference maker at the quarterback position, right? A guy that's not just going to hurt the defense throwing the football or with his decision-making, but David, also when he just decides to take off and run it himself.
Well, and it's frustrating on the other side. As a defensive guy, you don't know where he's going to be. I can't blitz from off the edge. I don't know which edge he's going to be on. He can roll the other direction, and with a quarterback that can do so much with his feet, it makes life really hard on defensive coordinators.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Navy! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Man, that was exhilarating. Incredible game from start to finish, and I mean the very finish.
And you have to dial in at those moments, right? It's easier said than done. Oh, I'm going to call this, but in the clutch,